Every day we are faced with a plethora of different problems as humans. However, there is one crisis in our world today that is often overlooked. The scary part of it is that the 7 billion people overlooking the problem could be the cause of it. A little over 200 years ago, the human population on planet Earth was 1/7 of what it is today. Currently, there is an estimated 7 billion people on Earth. With the population growing by approximately 74 million a year, that number could be as high as 11 billion in 2050. In fact, from 2005 to 2050, the 9 following countries are expected to account for half of the world's projected population increase: India, Pakistan, Nigeria, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Bangladesh, Uganda, the United States, Ethiopia, and China. Today, there are 5.3 billion people living in developing nations, and that number is expected to increase to 7.8 billion in 2050. Much of this growth can be attributed to lack of birth control. By contrast, the population of more developed regions of the planet will remain mostly unchanged, with the exception of the United States, which is expected to grow by 44% in that time span. So what's the big concern with the overpopulation crisis? Overpopulation is not only defined by the size or density of a population, but also by the ratio of population to available sustainable resources. It can also be characterized by the way the resources are used and distributed throughout the population. Overpopulation is creating a number of real-world concerns. This short list includes lack of renewable and non-renewable resources, diminishing sustainable food and fresh water supplies, growing disease, epidemics, overcrowding, and environmental pollution. More specifically, water pollution causes approximately 14,000 deaths per day, mostly due to contamination of drinking water by untreated sewage in developing countries. In China alone, 656,000 people die prematurely each year because of air pollution, while in India, air pollution is believed to cause 527,000 fatalities a year. Up to 90% of West Africa's coastal rainforests have disappeared since the 1900s. It has been estimated that about half of Earth's mature tropical forests have been lost to deforestation since 1947. On average, humans consume 388 million barrels of oil a day for fuel, food production, and millions of petroleum-based plastic products. To put that into perspective, the amount of oil released into the ocean during the duration of the BP Gulf of Mexico oil spill was estimated at roughly 4.9 million barrels. In short, this means the more people that you add to our ecosystem, the more strained, sensitive, and volatile it will become. As humans, we often revert to human nature. It is easier to blame someone else or look elsewhere to solve our overpopulation problems, rather than looking within ourselves. Maybe Albert Einstein was right. The problems that exist in the world today cannot be solved by the same level of thinking that created them.
Do you think there are ethical, responsible ways of stopping population growth?
Yes, there are some ways of controlling the population, just like the birth control, or the means of using the condom, IUD, and pills, or the most useful means of using birth control is the natural ways, or the self-control. We need to control the population today because of our very large population, and for the one family it used to be only 2 child is enough for one family, and then so that the parents could sustain the needs of their child. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Planning ko. Tumarog yung anak.
Have you tried family planning? What is family?
Tried ka ba?
Try family planning. You try po family planning.
O family planning.
Plan. Dili ko nag-try.
Nagplano din siya. Kaya tumarog yung anak. Dapat utap. Napo.
Ako, I don't have any plan.
Plans ra. Plans ako. Bougainvillea. Yes.
Yes, talaga.
Sunod.
Next week, how many children do you have?
3.
Have you tried contraceptive pills?
Yes. Kuan pills.
How about the child later?
Pero withdrawal.
That's all. That's it.
Withdrawal. Pills, nakasway ko pero 9 months ko siya nako na sa wala. And then bigyan ako.
I was clear.
What can you say to the people who watch this video about overpopulation? Isa ang mga advice na
Ang ma-advise na ko kung na-overpopulated na or kuan, kanang do not resort on kanang mga pills, mga inan na mga saan na siya tawag commercial na
Let's go na, let's go na.
contraceptives, but instead try the natural way. Then number 2, discipline yourselves. And then number 3 is kanang adapt change. Kailangan mo-adapt ka sa unsa.
Nga, if possible ka ng kuan. If possible ba ka ng practice the vow of celibacy.
Para pare i-preserve.
So,
Kailangan mo kareli mo.
being a single blessedness. Okay.
Thank you. That's all.
Sige.
How many children do you have?
Ano?
Have you tried family planning?
Yes.
And
After
why?
three daughter and son.
And why?
I want to stop kwan.
Prevent.
Bisaya lang lang.
What can you say about overpopulation?
Unsay mong ma-advise karon na kanang over naman kayo ang population. Daga na
Ayaw
kayo.
yun nga magkuhan, magkontrol ang magtiayon. At doon na lang usado ang anak kay tungod sa kapait sa panahon.
Nga. Unsay mong ma-advise sa mga teenagers karon na kanang kuan na sila,
Dagan na kayo nga buntis.
daga na kayo
Oo.
nakasugan.
Wala na ka man screen lang.
nila. Unsay mong advice?
Magkuhan dyan, magunahuna nga sa future nga dili magpasagad. Di magpada sa ang mga lawas ng nahuna. Kaya ron dili matumpawak sa mga dautan. Makapadayog eskwela, maningkamot.
Kanang nigamit na ka kanang contraceptive pills. And why?
Pagkahuman sa tulo na ko kanak nagamit ko kay di na unta ko gusto mga anak. Nya kay after 4 years gipaundang man ko sa doktor kay nagparikos bitaw ko. Ato naburos na po ko nanganak na po ko tulo. Dayon paghuman sa tulo nagpalaygit na ko. Stop na dayon.
Sige.
Thank you.